Hi guys and gals, you've got Tyson here, and welcome to episode 5, vlogging series. What was that in my voice? It sounded scared. Maybe because I'm a little nervous today. Warning, this episode is going to be rather long. Well, you probably already knew that, since it tells you how long the thing's going to be. I know how YouTube works, I promise. Right. So, today is story time with Tyson. Feels weird saying my own name. I don't know. But, okay, I promised you guys that I was going to do this, and I promised myself I was going to do this, because I should. And it's important. Currently a big part of me. That was a good mouth noise. But, the simplest way to say this is, surprise, I have a medical condition. That's not the best way to say it, is it? It's not really something to say surprise before saying, but yeah, I've got one. I can't tell you what it's called, though, because I don't know. The doctors don't know. No one knows. Yet. We're working on it. However, I have had it for the last 11 months, I think it is now. I'll tell the story from the beginning. This all started back in September. Actually, it started during the summer of 2012. And I was working for my dad at the time, and sometimes when I'd be doing a lot of stuff, for maybe an hour at most, at least 10 minutes probably, I'd get a headache, I'd feel really tired, I'd get a little dizzy, and I had to go lie down for a while. I didn't really think much of it at the time because I'm a teenager, I'm going through puberty, weird things are gonna happen. Oh my god, what's that on my arm? Oh, that's not normal. Aliens. That wasn't actually my thought process, I promise. Okay, maybe it was, just a little bit. Okay, I keep having to breathe out because I'm nervous about doing this. But once school started, it started to get worse, particularly in November. And in late September, November, yeah. I got the flu. It was a really light flu. I mean, my mum, she's very particular about these things, and if I have even a cold or anything like that, she wants to take me to the doctor and get me checked out. This one was so light that she didn't feel the need to do that. So it wasn't anything big. Thing is, after that, I had this problem where I was dizzy, I was nauseous, I had a headache, I was tired, I was exhausted, feeling very weak, almost all the time. I think I had a week reprieve, and from and this is all during school, and of course I had gym that semester. Gym class was fun. I kept score because I mean, for a while I tried to keep doing things, but after the first couple times that I accidentally ran into a wall because I couldn't stop, my gym teacher benched me because it's a lot. As it turns out, if somebody passes out in the gym class, it's a lot of paperwork. So I know that's not really why he did it, but he's a good guy. A lot of my teachers were really understanding about my whole situation, and that just made it a lot easier. And my friends as well. I mean, okay, when something like this happens, you can be all mopey about it. You can think about how much it sucks. I didn't want to do that because that's gonna make it worse for me. It's gonna make it worse for my friends and my family. So we kind of made a joke out of it. I mean, my friends, my nickname is actually Waddles around them, and a couple of my teachers have used that name too. The gym teacher actually used to call me Alki because so many times the teacher would have to ask me if I was intoxicated or something like that. I mean, the vice principal followed me around for a day to check what the hell is wrong with this kid. And so the school knows what my situation is now. They're very understanding of it. They've been helping me. They gave me an elevator key. No cameras in the elevators, ladies. Kidding, Charlie. I haven't seen anyone else. It's all about you, baby. Okay, that's an entirely different subject. Let's go back to me. I mean, not that I'm just. Ah, damn it. I'm really bad at this. I'll improve. I hope, maybe. I'm trying to tell this story without getting depressed because it's kind of pathetic that I'm like this sometimes. I mean, I can't do anything. I mean, in October, like I told you guys before that I've done karate, but in October I had to stop going because I'm a junior black belt, which means that I'm teaching a lot, and I know they say those who can't do teach, but it's kind of hard to teach a karate class when you're having to walk around with one of these. This is my cane. Entirely mine. I had my grandfather's cane at first, but he needed it back for a while. I got this, came into play around December, I think it was. Yeah, December, late December, early January. I started having to use this to get around because I was falling all about the place. And we just fell about the place. I'm sorry, that happens sometimes. I say something and it reminds me of a lyric and I have to sing it. That was from The Boys Are Back in Town. Love that song. That's a good song. She got up and slapped Johnny's face and we all just fell about the place. I'm getting way too easily distracted here. I'm gonna put this away. Well, not yet. As you can notice, I'm not. Well, maybe you can. There's scratches and all that stuff along the cane. That was me not. Something I've had trouble with is learning what my limits are with this condition. Ugh, that sounds horrible. Thing that I have. And I was late for my bus one time and I tried to run after it. If I have trouble walking, I have no business trying to run after a bus. That was a poor decision on my part. Now, December, January, February, those are probably the worst as it was. In February, my mama, she went to the church and she prayed. Look, I'm not sure if I want to talk about religion in one of my episodes in the future or not. It's a controversial subject, to be sure. It's like politics or abortion. Let's go back. But, I mean, they sent me to all sorts of places to try and figure this out. They sent me to an ear, nose, and throat specialist because ears vestibular system. Actually, in Toronto General, there was this 4-hour test that they had me do. Literally, 4 hours. Long time. And, it was weird because they put like hot and cold. They like put things in my ear and injected hot and cold water in there, and then I felt horrible and I couldn't see straight. Everything was so dizzy, so dizzy. And there was hearing tests, and they figured out that there's a 27% difference between my left ear and my right ear, because the right ear is the one that's messed up. Because I find that I lean towards my right side when I'm dizzy. And I want to hold the cane just to hold on to it. I like twirling things around. That's probably from karate itself. Right, what was I saying? So I went to a neurologist. I actually have an appointment at Sick Kids on the 28th. I mean, we need health up in here. Because what they think it is, it's not just one thing. They think there's multiple things wrong with me. I mean, I've always known something's wrong with me, but now it's a physical thing wrong with me. I mean, we've been everywhere. I mean, I actually go to a chiropractor at the moment. It's down to bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks I go. It used to be 3 times a week. It was yeah, but he's done great stuff. And about a couple weeks after that, the dizziness. I think it was sometime in late February. I just slept for like a day and a half, and after that, woke up and I could walk. I could do it. No cane. Look at me, Mom. I'm walking. Take that, 2-year-olds. Yeah. I can do what you do now. Long episode requires water. I'm learning. Thinking ahead. So yeah, okay, but unfortunately it wasn't a permanent thing. After about a week and a half, it came back. Which, that sucked. Because when I was walking, I was happy, my family's happy, my friends are, everybody happy. And then everybody's sad. Because then it came back. But hey, I'm dealing with it. I'm still doing what I can. I still try and practice some karate around the home. And actually, the thing with the karate is, even on a day that I'm feeling fine. Now, think of it this way. I have about, I don't want to count the cutters right now. I think there's like 14 cutters that my belt level has access to, something around that. And usually, like 2 years ago, I'd be able to go through all those cutters 3 times and feel great afterwards. Feel as it would after any workout. Now, if I try and do 2 cutters at the intensity that I did before, I'm on the floor for half an hour trying to recover from that, because I gotta go really slow with it now and be careful with what As you can see from the scratches here, I'm not good at knowing where my limits are. Being aware of my limits has always been difficult to me because I don't want to accept that this is holding me back and I want to just do what I do, but I can't do that anymore, and I need to learn that. So I'm working. I'm working on it. This couch is squeaky. I keep getting distracted, I'm sorry. This hat. Wasn't sure about wearing the hat for more of a serious vlog, but I figured, it's my thing and I don't like my hair. So. Yeah, so at the moment, that's what it's been like. When I do get dizzy, it's nowhere near as bad as it was in December. I mean, back then, in terms of missing school, I've done pretty well. I've only missed about 3 days. No, it was 2 days and it was one full day for a doctor's appointment, and then three times halfway through the day, I couldn't stand at all. I mean, I had to get people to almost carry me to the office so I can call my dad to come pick me up. It gets bad sometimes. So, yeah. But as it is right now, it's nowhere near as bad. I mean, some things will set it off. Like, I can't do elevators. I'm bad in cuz, which is funny because I've got my driving test on Wednesday. I'm just doing the written part since I'm on medication right now and that doesn't let me drive. And even without that, the dizziness thing wouldn't be a great idea to be driving around, not be safe. And looking at traffic, I mean, looking at a blender, that messed me up. I mean, 3D movies too, like watching motion being moved around, stuff like that. It's weird. I'm actually going to a physiotherapist right now that's helping me learn to be able to not get as dizzy from being in motion. Like they gave me some exercises. One of them is to get a point in a wall and then just do this for a minute, break, do that again, break, do it again, break. And another one is I stand on some kind of like standing on a bed where it's not flat, it moves around a bit. And I have to close my eyes, feet apart, and stand there for a minute and not fall over and try not to let myself wobble around. And it's definitely helping. But as it is right now, I still have my problems, and I'm going to have to deal with that. Hopefully, we'll be able to figure this out soon, and I really don't want this to be a lifetime condition, because that would kind of put a damper on doing things, because I mean, I wasn't the most active guy before. I mean, I didn't really do a lot of sports other than karate, but having this, it really restricts what I can do. I mean, I can't work. Well, I still do chores and stuff around the house, but even that can be a little difficult sometimes. Like, vacuuming the stairs, I've almost fallen down them a few times. So I've got to be careful. And it is restricting, and I really, really hope that we manage to figure this stuff out soon, because it sucks. I mean, I'm pretty well. I take the whole thing pretty well, but I know how much this really sucks and how much it's affecting my life. There's a lot of things that I can't do right now that I really want to do. I mean, I haven't taught. I swear, I'm not gonna get choked up here. Sounds like I am, but not, I promise. I haven't. One of the things I loved about doing karate is teaching the kids there and seeing how they improve and seeing them compete in tournaments, and that's one thing that I really love to do. I mean, working with kids is great for me. I love doing it. And I'm definitely someone that wants to have kids someday. I mean, I'm 16. I almost said 15 now. I'm so used to that, and I know that. And I love working with kids, but I mean, I'll come every once in a while, and I've done a couple classes on good days, but we've decided hasn't really worked out since sometimes I'll nearly pass out halfway through the damn class, and sometimes I'll just come to talk to the sensei of stuff to work out some other stuff, like the swords that I'm getting, and when the kids ask me if I'm going to be coming back to karate soon, and I have to say no, it sucks. And this video got sad. I'm sorry. But, hey, I've got a perfect smile, perfect shirt on right now. Smile, Mom. Makeup. I kind of went there. My parents went there, but we stayed on the boat. Um, I don't think that's even where I got the shirt from, though. But, yeah, I mean, I've got my problems, but everyone's got something. Mine's just a little different. So, I'll work through it. We'll figure it out. I gotta keep telling myself, otherwise this is gonna suck. But eventually we'll get this stuff figured out, and someday I'm gonna be a real boy. Pinocchio reference. Except he could walk, sort of. He was pretty good at it. He got a hang of it really quick. It's not a Tyson video without me messing up my speech. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of my story. So some days I might not. I'm sorry that it took so long for me to get this episode out, but I was trying to find. I'd like to tell you that I didn't have an opportunity to record this, but really I was just nervous about doing it, and well, it's out. I've done it now. Yeah, I know my last upload was Thursday, but I'm sorry, guys. I'll try and be more consistent with my uploads after this, and it's gonna be easier during school because I have more stuff to talk about. Because I got weird friends. It'll be fun to talk about. Yeah. So, well, now you know something about me, something more about me, a part of who I am, a bit better. For the record, I can still dance, sort of. I mean, I'm Asian enough to be flexible to do dance moves, but I'm white enough to not be able to really dance. That's a horrible way of looking at it. Well, actually, the last time that's a whole nother story. I'll tell you about the last time I danced in the next episode. Give it a funny silver line. No, not silver line. I'll give you something fun next episode so it contrasts how much this one's not as fun. I've been trying to upend this episode for the last 2 minutes. I keep saying things. But, yeah. I'm trying to end on a good note, so on my way to school, there's this pond where there's always turtles on a branch, and it's so cute. There's my fun note. Sometimes I get deer in my backyard. I'll show you guys my backyard someday. It's a great view. Anyways, that's enough for today. I'll see you all next time.